This ain't about to be a long live. This ain't about to be a long live. But it's gonna be a real one. I just need 5 people in here. Watch my boy Reggie Reg be the first one. Excuse me. Half the day down. And when I mean half the day down, I ain't talking about the people just sitting at home, not working. One person in here, please hit that like button. I need 4 more people in here so I can do my reaction. This man just crashed out on his people. We finna do a reaction to it. As soon as I see one comment, somebody I know at least, not speaking down, but you know, it's got to be somebody that know about this situation that we got going. All right. How you doing, Nilling? What's up, 1990? Hold on. Somebody got a long ass thing. Dude, let me ask you a question. I'm a kid, right? I'm 15. This dude on a different chat, he told me he's a police officer. He a bit a person. A police officer told me he would do a background check on me. I don't understand nothing you just said, brother. I don't understand nothing you just said. But the title of my video is about a man who crashed out on a follower. I'm going to say a follower because nobody's a fan of nobody. I mean, the motherfucker ain't, he ain't, you know, all that, bruh. Y'all hit that like button. Here we go. This dude right here, bruh, is a sad situation.
Nigga, I ain't doing no DoorDash shit, bro. Fuck all right, y'all, man. Mind y'all business, man. See that?
All right. I told this guy, in order to get off the streets, you should try DoorDashing. He's a homeless guy. His name is Superstar Fion. He's a homeless man. I told this man, in order to get off the streets, you should DoorDash. This man just snapped out on somebody for watching my video, excuse me, that went back and told him what he should do. Listen to him.
Well, that sucks. Doing no DoorDash shit, bro. Fuck wrong with y'all, man. Mind y'all business, man. See, that's what's wrong with you niggas, man. You niggas want to make all these suggestions, nigga. You go do some DoorDash and make some money, nigga. Do I like a DoorDash nigga to you?
You look like a broke ass nigga to me, bruh. You on here begging and bumming. You ain't got no motion, and you homeless, bruh. And people tired of you begging and bumming, so somebody suggested you to DoorDash, and this is how you react.
What's wrong with you niggas, man? You niggas want to make all these suggestions, nigga. You go do some DoorDash and make some money, nigga. Do I like a DoorDash nigga to you? You clown ass niggas, bro. Get in your car and go do some DoorDash, nigga. You need to make some extra money, nigga. You hoe ass nigga. That's what's wrong with you niggas, man. That's what's wrong with you bum ass niggas, man. You always want to insert yourself into somebody's business, nigga. Go get in your raggedy ass car and do some DoorDash. You weird ass nigga.
He just farted.
Go jump in your raggedy ass car and make some extra money doing DoorDash, bro. That's what you need to do to make some extra money. Niggas. Crazy, bro.
This dude right here, all I'm saying, if you homeless and you on this internet and you begging and you bumming, this goes for the begging and bumming ass people. If you're homeless and you're on the internet begging and bumming, bruh, there's solutions to this. This man right here is delusional, bro.
Somebody ain't got nowhere to go, bro. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all just niggas don't know.
One minute he talking about crashing out. The next minute he's on this, I don't gotta do this type tip. I don't gotta do this type tip. Bruh, you
think a nigga like me will listen to any idiots? Crazy.
the dude is delusional. I'm about to upload a video to my real subscribers so they can get the game on what's going on. I went live and I didn't realize that a lot of people aren't subscribed to you when you live, so they don't know the situation I'm talking about. So I do the video for my real fans. I'm about to upload a video, a reaction video right now. What's up, Ashling Bates? How you doing today? I was getting ready to get off of this live. This wasn't a long one. I wanted to do a reaction to this guy, and I'm about to do one now.
Sometimes you need to shut the fuck up. Social game up, man. Sometimes y'all need to shut the fuck up.
I want to do it now.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't believe he said that.
Sometimes y'all need to shut the fuck up and soak the game up. Early on the AM.
He said he didn't have to DoorDash. Just listen to him.
AM. Fuck what a bastard talking about.
Hold on, I rewind it. Watch what he say.
Niggas be down. Nah, man.
Watch. He said, I
Turn
feel.
yourself into some you clown ass niggas, bro. Get in
Watch.
Nigga, I ain't doing no DoorDash shit, bro.
Remember I said he should DoorDash.
Y'all business, man. See, that's what's wrong with you niggas, man.
Just got off checking in. Yeah, me too. Andre K.
DoorDash and make some money, nigga. Do I like a DoorDash nigga to you?
They shot high for death.
Niggas, bro.
What you mean, full grill?
Get in your car and go do some DoorDash, nigga. You need to make some extra money, nigga. You hoe ass nigga.
Now he was just begging and bumming to get a loan.
What's wrong with you niggas, man?
I said he should get a do DoorDash.
What's wrong with you bum ass niggas, man? You always want to insert yourself into somebody's business, nigga. Go get in your raggedy ass car and do some DoorDash. You weird ass nigga.
I don't see nothing wrong with DoorDashing.
Go jump in your raggedy ass car and make some extra money doing DoorDash, bro. That's what you need to do to make some extra money.
Wait, hold on. They already gave him the. Wait, hold on, Andre. Hold on, bruh. So they already sentenced him. They must just sentence him. I know everybody else was taking plea deals. Hold on, bruh. I got to find this. I didn't know they just sentenced it though. 2 more defendants plead guilty in Young Thug case. That was on Fox 5 Atlanta. Updated 3 minutes ago. Young Thug, more defendants plead guilty in YSL Young Thug trial. Young Thug, YSL, Rico, Georgia, Jeffrey. I don't know what all this is about. I don't see it. I don't see it. Rapper Young Thug accept non-negotiated plea deal. Young Thug accepts non-negotiated plea deal. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. They just gave him what? 45 years.
Mr. Williams had come out at that time with a mixtape.
Here you go, y'all. I got to change the title of this live, too.
An album that Mr. Carter was set to release and was not able to because his label would not allow that to happen. That caused a contractual or the threat of a lawsuit. It caused Mr. Williams angst. He posted about it. He said derogatory things about the persons who were threatening him with the lawsuit. And as
so result, he got 45 years? Are you serious?
Named his mixtape to something different than what he initially intended. The person
this is live right here now
was convicted of shooting that tour bus up. Jimmy Winfrey is a person that I believe that recordings have come in regarding jail phone calls, rather, from Mr. Winfrey and members of YSL regarding communication about getting a lawyer. Following the shootings that occurred in 2015, music, social media postings, and other overt acts were committed by Mr. Williams and other members of YSL, taunting members of groups that they considered opposition to YSL, posting. So
they gave him 45 years. Where'd you see that at, Andre? Where'd you see that at, Andre?
Against those people.
They said he took a non-negotiated plea deal.
The music, Your Honor, contained.
That means he couldn't even negotiate the shit. I'm getting a lot of notifications, but I don't see that. I don't see that notification.
I rep my life for real. For slimes, you know I kill. I shoot at your mammy, need to stand down. I up my stamina, take it to trial, get an appeal, take it to trial.
Hell no.
Pay for that casket, that's just if we whack them. YSL slimy and shady. Watch me whack that bitch, pop them like a cyst.
Damn, she said block the bitch was.
Assist.
I can't believe this shit.
It also consisted.
I saw it on earlier on YouTube. Oh, I see. I just got off work, bro. Hell, I ain't.
Or rapped the lyrics.
But I ain't getting no like. Ain't nobody talking about it. DJ Academics ain't talking about it.
Jail shit.
Nobody posted it on their page.
VIP. I got the pistol on my hip. Fuck the police.
Damn.
You praying that you live. I'm praying that I hit.
They finna send his ass now, huh?
100 rounds in a Tahoe. I'm prepared to take them down. Got banana clips for all these ends acting monkey. This is that slime shit. This is that mob shit. Fuck the judge. YSL. This that mob life. Defendant Williams released a video on YouTube of a song wherein he states, I shot at his mommy. Now he no longer mentions me. Act like you want war and they gonna smoke you like a blunt. Another song, I escaped every one of the licks because I was supposed to be rich. I don't care nothing about a cop. I'm just telling you how it is. I done did the robbing. I done did the jacking. Now I'm full rapping. Gave the lawyer close to $2 million. He handles all the killing. We don't speak about shit on wax. It's all my business. We know to kill the biggest cats of all kittens.
Bars. She's re-rapping his songs, and she sound terrible too. It's funny, actually. I can't believe this shit.
I was on Cleveland, stuck like a magnet. Bitch ass N-word. Pay for that casket. That's just if we whack them. And yet another song, Defendant Williams raps, red just like Elmo, but I never fucking giggle. YSL won't fold. Pick his ass off from the balcony, wipe an end's nose.
See, these guys talk about what they do in real life. They talk about what they do in real life
all I ever wanted
on
was
these
the money.
songs,
Put your
bro. That's
hands in the
stupid.
air if you dare. F and N, put him in a wheelchair.
Oh, man. So they finna sentence him right here?
Later on, Mr. Williams, and I believe that this was in
Andre, you still there? Is they finna sentence him right here? Because he's standing up like that.
YFN Lucci or Rayshawn Bennett, if I didn't like what you do for your mother and kids, I would have been killed you.
Yeah, I remember he said that. He told Lucci if he ain't like what he did for his mom and his kids, he'd have been killed.
Another song entitled Anybody, Defendant Williams stated, I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that body. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving a body. I told them to shoot 100 rounds like he trying to movie the body. Ready for war like I'm Russia. I get all types of cash. I'm a general. Mr. Williams' prominence.
Damn, they gave this boy 45 years. Everybody kept pleading out. So YSL Woody, all the stuff that Woody was doing, all the stuff that Woody did, it didn't even matter, bruh.
And talked about the crimes that YSL,
the fact that he told them folks a few years ago that he was going to testify just to get them up there for him to lie and not testify, man, that got Thug Blam, bruh. Look at this dude, bruh. I can't believe that, man. Young Thug plea deal live chat. Yeah, the Stock Sniper. What's up, Stock? Yeah, Stock live too. Now he recording it.
The court has heard evidence
I gotta change the title of this video right here
of the shooting of Donovan
because they're gonna
Thomas
think it's
Jr.,
about that. This
a
is
phone
breaking
call was
news,
made
bruh.
from Demise McMullen's cell phone to defendant Williams' phone, and then immediately after that call, Mr. Williams calls his sister Dora Greer, and then calls Kelvin Treadwell. There's then a series of calls between Dora Greer and Treadwell, and then
How long they gonna make them stand up like that?
Or Nard.
They
All of
standing
those
up like the
calls
judge
happened
finna
within
tell them
15
guilty or
minutes
some
of the
shit.
911 call, and as I have stated before, the court has heard accomplice prior inconsistent statements about who committed the murder itself and what happened afterwards.
I appreciate that news,
Conflict
Andre.
between YSL and members of If Gang continued into
Cause
2019.
my phone, I ain't
wherein
getting no
Mr.
kind
Williams,
of
raps the lyrics that I
What's up, Miss
referred to
Traveling
earlier.
Gypsy? How you doing?
In May 2019, a YSL
I'm all
member
right.
shot multiple times at a vehicle owned by Rayshawn Bennett, a black and red Mercedes G-Wagon.
Don't pay no attention to the title.
At the time was being driven by a Milton
I'm all
Howard
right.
Jr. It was
The
after
title
that
was
incident,
about something else,
later
and then
in
breaking
August
news just hit
2019,
right when I went
defendant
live
Williams
that
posted on his
this boy
page,
done got 45 fucking
language
years.
YFN, if I didn't like what you do for your mother and kids, I would have been killed you.
He spent
The
all that
post
money
was
on
then
them
deleted
lawyers.
from his account.
All kind of, they could have gave him life in jail.
Through text messages,
Now my
really
thing is, if they gave him 45 years,
there was
do he have to do the whole
communication between Mr. Huey
45?
and Mr. Williams, both in January
Or could he
and
do
in
like
September
20?
of
I mean, either way
2020.
it go, man, a motherfucker's through. Oh, hold on, bro. Hello. Hey.
You there? You might pick you up.
Yeah, because I'm not going to ask her for no ride no more. I'm not going to go. I was told she had stuff to do, and then now this, I'd rather him just pick me up.
Okay, so the plan is I'm going to need y'all to go clean the surgery. That's across from Big Eye.
Who?
You and Mom.
Oh, okay.
I don't need to go there.
Okay. All right. Tell him I'll be ready at 5:30. Okay, because he texted me and I wasn't able to text him back. Okay. Okay. Mopping. Okay. Right. Then she's supposed to take off tomorrow too. She said. Right. Yeah. Right. Okay, so Mr. Mike will pick me up at 5:30. Yeah. Tell him I'll be ready. And then we'll go help him do that. Then he can drop me off at Children's because it takes longer. So I'd rather get in there and get that over with. Okay. All right. Ain't no problem if he give me a ride home. Okay, I appreciate it. All right, bye. Hold on, yeah. Hold on.
2020, Mr. Williams sent a flyer
Here it goes.
to
I think they finna
Marquavius
sentence
Huey
his
with
ass
the
right now.
performance location of
I
Rayshawn
am following
Bennett
you on
or
Instagram. I
YFN
am.
Lucci. And when
Oh,
he sent
okay,
that,
yeah,
he
my
sent it
Instagram
with the
is
message, handle handle that tonight.
man, I don't even know how to get on there.
Slat.
I set it up and I don't know how to get on.
Mr. Huey responded, slat, S-L-A-T-T. On September 2nd, 2020, Mr. Huey sent a flyer to Mr. Williams.
It's
with
20 years
another
in
performance
custody,
location of
17 with
Lucci.
85%.
And Mr.
They said something
Williams
about
responded,
probation, but not
slatty.
sure if
That
that
is
was included because he
Handle
plea changed. The
and
plea
stay
changed.
very low. Mr. Huey responded, slat, and for show,
So he'll do about 17
F-A-S-H-O.
years.
I've been out the way. And appreciate you.
Okay, appreciate
for
that,
everything,
unknown.
my brother. Never about money with me. I'm built on loyalty. Mr. Williams responded, slat. Handle that. I got you.
Yeah.
Through text messages and on a separate occasion, Mr. Huey said and conveyed to Mr. Williams that he would sit down for any one of them. And I believe that to be a reference of going to jail.
Oh, man.
When
That boy right there.
Mr. Bennett was not killed in 2022, Jaden Myrick
I don't think he really
permission
cared, though,
from
about
Defendant
going to
Williams
jail.
to stab Mr. Bennett while Mr. Bennett resided with Mr. Myrick at the jail. Mr. Myrick reached out to co-indictee Khalif Adams, who reached out to co-indictee Demikion Garlington to get permission from Mr. Williams. Demikion Garlington was also involved in the back and forth shootings back in 2015. On February 9th, 2022, Rashawn Bennett was stabbed by Jaden Myrick at the Fulton County Jail. And after that stabbing, Mr. Myrick reached out multiple times to Mr. Adams for some type of compensation for the stabbing. Mr. Adams reached out to Mr. Garlington about the payment for the completion. On February the 22nd, 2022, YSL co-conspirator and co-indictee Christian Eppinger called YSL co-conspirator Antonio Sumlin to get permission to finish what Mr. Myrick could not complete, that is the killing of Mr. Bennett. Mr. Eppinger asked for payment for a lawyer. However, these calls were intercepted and Mr. Bennett was relocated. In March 2022, information about the stabbing made the news, and shortly thereafter, a series of violent offenses occurred. On March 11, 2022, YSL associates Christian McMiller and Darius Ford were gunned down. Mr. McMiller is a childhood friend of Mr. Williams. Mr. Ford was also a friend of Mr. Williams. On March 12th, the day after, there was a shootout near the Cleveland Avenue area. A shooting by a YSL associate, Stephen Harris, in YFN territory occurred, and a YFN member was shot in the head. March 11th through March 14th, there were a number of social media posts going back and forth between members of YSL and YFN.
He ain't sit
One
down
of them
yet.
was a post by Shannon Stillwells. We ain't the only ones who ain't going to be crying, that's going to be crying. After a posting was made by Mr. Watts picturing him, Mr. Shamel Drinks, and Mr. Jasper Walters, on March 14th, 2022, after YSL members
He look like he in
spotted
shape
Mr.
now, though,
Drinks at
since
a
he
gas
been in there.
station.
He ain't been able to
Mr. Drinks
get a
was
hold of all
gunned
them
down
drugs and
as he
shit.
drove away from the gas station and waited at a red light. Later, Mr. Stillwell, Mr. Nichols, Mr. Garlington, and Mr. Farley were all charged with the murder. That is one of the acts that we are still would anticipate the court seeing the evidence of during the course of this trial.
If he did get the 445, it would be 20 in
After
custody
grand
and the other half on
warrants were
probation.
issued,
We'll see after this is
after
settled.
this
Yeah.
indictment for Mr. Williams and 27 other co-conspirators, following searches of phones, wiretaps and other information that led police to understand the role that Mr. Williams played in the YSL street gang and enterprise. Mr. Williams' home, he was arrested at his home and a search warrant was executed.
Remember,
inside
guys,
his home, while at
when they
his
pick
home,
you
a
up
sale
and they
amounts
don't give you no
of illegal
bond,
narcotics,
that means your ass is
including those
guilty.
that he is charged with in this
It's
indictment.
consecutively,
was
so that
found.
means he gonna have to do the whole 45.
Also found
He ain't looking mad. Shit, I be
was
mad
the
than the
machine
motherfucker.
gun with which the defendant has been charged in this indictment.
Cause think about it, if he only had to do 17, he would only have to do like 15 or 14 because he been in jail now about 2-3 years.
The gun had a
See,
switch.
17, he been in jail already
Marijuana, codeine, and
for
cocaine.
what?
And inside the home were also other guns besides the guns with the switch. The items were seized, and again, Mr. Williams was subsequently arrested, along with other YSL members at Mr. Williams' home.
Look, he just told his his lawyer,
Your Honor,
man, tell her to speed this shit
that
up.
is the evidence that I believe has been shown throughout the course of this trial, and that the state would
So
continue
what you
to
mean,
show.
terraformer?
There are several messages between Mr. Huey and Mr.
Sometimes they don't give you that time served. It
inside,
depends.
the cell phone.
Yeah, that'd be fucked up
one
if
of
they
the cell
didn't.
phones
Hell, he
that
been
were
sitting up in
recovered
there. They
from
didn't give him
Mr.
a bond,
Huey.
so it's like they already.
Besides the messages about tells Mr. Williams he has a new number. Mr. Huey asks Mr. Williams, hey, my brother, I'm fucked up. You ain't got nobody.
He got locked up May of 2022.
Mr. Williams responds,
He been in jail 2.5 years.
Call BEO. Mr. Huey responding, Slat, I need you, my brother.
He got locked up May of
Mr. Huey
2022.
asking whether or not a lawyer was going to go and talk to another YSL associate, asking Mr. Williams to send him some money to pay his lawyer off. Mr. Williams asking Mr. Huey, who had been accused of armed robbery, what did he want? Mr. Huey responded with a number. Mr. Williams responded, Slat. After Mr. Williams stole a star ring from one of the victims in the indictment, he asked Mr. Williams, do you have a star ring? Mr. Williams said, yes. Mr. Huey said, Slat, you can't cash out me $500 so I can make a payment to my lawyer. Mr. Williams responded, Slat. Mr. Huey sent him his phone number. Mr. Williams assured him through his responses, Slat, that he would take care of them. Throughout Mr. Huey's phone, you see messages of this nature between
Young Thug
Mr.
agrees
and Mr.
to
Williams.
plea deal possible 25 years in
The
prison
court,
and
again,
20
will
on
hear that,
probation.
as this trial continues.
Whitty Appears is doing a
The
live stream.
recommendation
So he gonna get about
that, the state
25 years,
previously
bruh.
made prior to us reaching this point was made with the hope that Mr. Williams would agree to certain special conditions of probation that we asked him to adhere to, and that he would take ownership and
He gonna get about 25 years. It just popped up on my live. It just popped up on.
Given that those negotiations have broken down, we are asking that the
a
court
reliable
sentence
site
Mr. Williams,
just
as
sent
we had
me
asked
the
earlier.
information.
And prior to the
Whitty
court
Appears.
imposing a sentence, we
Whitty
would ask
Appears
that
just sent
Mr.
me
Wanda Edmonds, who is the mother of Mr. Thomas,
message.
be allowed an opportunity to make an impact statement.
He gonna
And that's all
possibly
that we
get
have, unless the
25
court has
years
questions.
with 20 to serve on paper.
Okay, well, given that
Young Thug is 31 years old.
Mr. Williams is not charged with the murder of Mr. Thomas, I don't think that
So
is
31.
applicable here.
I checked on that, Your Honor, with
The man gonna be in his 50s when he
count
get out.
one, as as a co-conspirator, Mr. Williams is
But he's gonna
responsible
be
for all of
rich.
the acts of the other co-conspirators, the overt acts.
And he'll probably get him a, when Young Thug get out of jail, he's probably gonna get him a record. He probably
This trial is
gonna,
not complete, and so y'all have not yet proven that. Not to mention that you dismissed the murder charge against one of the co-defendants who already fled. So-
Whittier Pierce.
Not for that case, Your Honor. That was Mr. Drinks.
Okay.
We have not dismissed any.
All right. Well, if there is a conviction on
He gonna have to do that whole 25 years. This is a Fed case.
the close of
This
this
ain't
trial,
that
that would
state
be
shit.
the appropriate time for the victim impact statement to be made.
Uh,
All right, Mr.
well,
Steele or Mr. Adams.
now, if he get
does the
25,
defense want to
he possibly
put
could
anything on the
do-
record? Obviously, you need
he
to
gonna
make
do
a
20.
recommendation.
They said 20 years.
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
Many of the statements made
He's
by the
gonna get
prosecutor
20
we
years.
vehemently disagree with. The prosecutor misstated many pieces of
They
evidence.
finna sentence him
and
right
then
now.
Took liberty that is the state's theory.
This is crazy, bro. Y'all
Mr.
hit that like
Williams
button, man.
has tendered a no longer
Right,
temporary
Fed cases
to the
are
Rico
different from
conspiracy
state. Yeah. See, in the state,
And in
you
that
can
count,
knock
there were
time
several
down
overt
easily.
acts. And the first one,
because they got jobs you can do,
Your
you can do all
Honor,
kind of
deals
shit.
with
But when you
traffic
go to the
stop.
feds, bruh,
it's on September 9th of 2013. And I
you
won't go
stuck,
through every
bruh.
one
Once the
because
judge give you that time, that's
it
the
might
time
take
you
a
got to
long
do.
time, but just for
If this judge sentenced this boy to 25 years, he gonna have to do that whole 25.
Mr. Williams
I don't know.
driving
Big
a
Meech
car,
got out of jail
there
early.
is a
He got out of
dash
jail
cam
2
video
years
of
early.
stop.
Big Meech did, but I think that was the 2 years he was in jail fighting the
testified
case.
At the
So
trial.
what they'll do is if he get 25 years, they gonna make him
11
do
years later,
22, 23
case
because they
was,
might give him the 2 years he was
a gun
already in
found
jail.
the passenger seat. Mr. Williams is not tied to the gun.
Oh, my
He's
fault,
not
Trey.
convicted
R60.
of that, and the dash cam video that the officer said would have picked up sound as well as definitely video was never turned over to us, supposedly lost. Could not explain the loss. The armed robbery in another overt act of Mr. Dodson, D-O-D-S-O-N, has the following information. The state only, because we haven't called witnesses yet. So the state put up a man who said nothing except I don't recall, and then they put in his prior recorded jail calls. That man was taken. His name is Mr. Bean, B-E-A-N. He was taken to Grady Hospital, and he was spoken with by a detective. The state vehemently accused me of lying to the jury, that the man never went, Mr. Bean was never taken to Grady Hospital, and that somehow I planted on him to say something on a recording where he said, the reason I implicated Jeffrey Williams is because the police told me that it would be easier for me. Then I had to go through the CAD reports and show that Mr. Bean was in fact taken to Grady Hospital, and Mr. Bean on recording told Detective Quinn, who of course told the truth. Yes, when I spoke to the detective previously, I did lie.
Lawyer trying to get him.
Then what the state doesn't tell the jury is that there's another man in the car. He is shot at the scene. He's arrested. He pled guilty. His name is Fred Prethrow, P-R-E-T-H-O. And Mr. Prethrow is in the Georgia State Prison System, easy to find. And Mr. Prethrow was in Grady Hospital also, unfortunately suffering from a gunshot wound. And you can hear the medical equipment behind him. And Detective Williams came in and was recording the whole conversation and said how many people were in the car. And Mr. Prethrow names the people. Adrian Bean, who's the gentleman I just said, himself, and Walter Murphy. Are you sure they weren't the fourth person in the car? No, the three of us. The state doesn't call that person. The state does call Detective Williams. So I wanted to ask and inquire on that. The state, to obstruct, if that's obstruction, asked the predecessor court to prohibit me from getting into the fact
I would be
of any
surprised if it's more than 15.
that would have impeached another
Fat
witness.
stock
It's
sniper.
fine. Fred Prethrow's on my witness list as well as a detective, and I have the recordings. In
I hope
addition
he get
to
only
that,
like about
Walter
10 or
Murphy
some shit,
gave a
man,
statement
'cause
while in the hospital.
I ain't gonna lie, I hate
And
to
his
see these
statement
boys locked up
is
all that
very
time.
interesting. It's two different police reports, signed the same date, which is September 11th of 2013. And on the first 7 lines of the police report, they're identical. Then all of a sudden, when it gets to on the right-hand police report, it says Mr. Murphy stated that there were 3 people, I believe, I have to go back, in the vehicle. On the other police report, it states Mr. Murphy stated there were 4 people. There's no reason that they should be different. They're both signed the same. The state doesn't call that officer at all. I tried to ask Mr. Murphy about it. The state objects, and the predecessor judge sustained the objection. Mr. Williams was not involved in the Mr. Dodson. Miss Bennett, that was Mother's Day, May 12, 2013. She reports allegedly an armed robbery. The detective who testified here and investigated it stated he never took out arrest warrants from Mr. Williams. And he wrote in his police report, Miss Bennett is not truthful. That is the case that the state is talking about. The state then, there was Brady evidence that they don't turn over, and we find out about it in court after they arrest Miss Bennett because they say she's not cooperating, and it comes out that she told the prosecution over and over again that this did not happen the way that she reported it, and she doesn't remember. As to Donovan Thomas, and Mr. Williams has nothing but empathy, sympathy, and sorrow. They were friends.
Yeah,
It's a lie.
They used to be
What the prosecution
friends.
put before this jury
What's up,
is
the
a
best
lie.
player?
What happened here is the prosecution comes up with a theory because they need a motive, they think. I know you don't need a motive in reality.
Donovan Thomas was big nut.
Case or any other case, but they wanted a motive. So they made it where Mr. Williams and a gentleman named Rich Homie Kwan, his name is Mr. Lamar, he's a performer, and Mr. Williams and Mr. Lamar were close. There are public documents, recordings, Mr. Lamar being interviewed almost every year, and then he talks about his time with this band or a group called the Rich Gang. And he says every year up to this past year, he, God forbid, died. We can't call him as a witness, how close he is to Mr. Williams. The state, though, made it in this case, or tried to make it, that Mr. Williams and Mr. Rich Homie Kwan are enemies because Rich Homie Kwan will not sign with a record label that has nothing to do with Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams doesn't sign that record label. That record label is owned by a gentleman named Brian Williams, also goes by Birdman, wildly successful. He started Drake's career. He started Mr. Dwayne Carter, performer known as Lil Wayne's career. He started Nicki Minaj's career, just fabulous, powerful person, well-respected in the industry. But the state wants it to be that Donovan Thomas interceded and would not let Rich Homie Kwan sign to Mr. Brian Birdman Williams. And that is the reason that Jeffrey Williams had a feud and killed Donovan Thomas. Your Honor, what the evidence would really show if we kept going to trial, and I could tell you that Mr. Adams and I never thought we'd be in front of this honorable court. We always thought it would go all the way through trial.
What you just read?
The state is saying that Rich
what you
Homie
just
Kwan
read,
and Jeffrey Williams
unknown?
don't speak since the fall, and they have a bad relationship. The fall of 2014.
Georgia prosecutors had previously offered a plea that Thug turned down. That deal would have allowed him to walk free today. For what?
Jeffrey Williams in a private plane with Mr. Lamar, or Rich Homie Kwan, and they are high-fiving and laughing with each other. That is on audio video. There's a man who the state hasn't called yet, Mr. Martinez
For
Arnold.
15 years on probation, which, if completed, would have allowed him to avoid jail time, but will potentially put him behind bars for 23 years if he violated probation.
Mr. Williams and Mr. Lamar were very close in December 2014.
Well, they about to give him 23 years then, bruh.
Mr. Williams, Mr. Rich Homie Kwan, Mr. Arnold.
Why the hell he turned down the plea deal? He want to get high.
Williams' home in Miami, Florida. There's a
His probation probably was so fucked up, it was a setup.
A picture of Mr. Arnold and Mr. Lamar, and they said, Mr. Lamar says, "This is my number one man, Duke," or something to that effect. We would have put that into evidence. In addition to that, Your Honor, on December 8th,
I'm thinking the judge is having a hard time accepting the plea. I wouldn't take a 15-year probation.
As well as
Nah, Honeycomb Brazy did that, and you see what happened to him.
Williams tour bus outside of a fabulous entertainer.
15 years on probation?
Artist, Mr. Clifford
You can't
Powers,
get high.
guys, studio, and at that time they were very close. But
it's all kind of shit, bro. Yeah, you probably right, man.
With the gang unit, Detective Underwood, I asked her within the last 2 weeks.
He got a little boyfriend up in jail too. No thug go that way now.
Gang unit the entire time, including today, and he
fucking one of them boys up in there. He ain't finna leave that boy.
Williams and Mr. Thomas
Sick
being close
bastard.
friends, and she said
Allegedly.
yes. Of course
Allegedly.
I knew that. I said, how about in January of 2015, close to time of Mr. Thomas's death?
Yeah, they can come in your house
yes,
anytime.
They were close friends.
Make you take a P test anytime.
Michael Sprinkle, he's a deputy district attorney.
He probably couldn't even travel outside the country and tour. He couldn't probably tour. He got to be at home at a certain time.
And in that, they're going through the evidence.
Hell, it's like it's a setup.
Because he has a
Let's say you get 15 years on probation,
Thomas's sisters. He's family.
and you fool around and do 8 or 9 years, and then all of a sudden you get blamed up on some bullshit, and now you got to go do a whole 23 years, bro. Yeah, probation is a setup, bro.
Mr. Zachary, Mr. Sprinkle's in some of those interviews with Mr. Zachary. Mr. Sprinkle on tape, on recording.
Okay, Young Thug pleads guilty to several charges in YSL trial. That's Atlanta News First. Just put that.
It makes no sense to anyone. And Mr. Williams was
One
never
mistake
arrested,
is over,
never
right?
charged. Even in
You
this,
might
as
do
the court
good
just
for
noted,
8 or 9, 10 years,
Donovan Thomas's
and then all of a sudden you might mess up one time, and you done did 10 years of probation, and you mess up and got to go back to jail and do 23 fucking years.
On Auburn Avenue, Jeffrey Williams performed and did a music shoot there to try to help other people who are suffering in poverty to get out and to be able to be seen and to broadcast their music. Jeffrey Williams does that for everybody because he comes, Your Honor, from the struggle of total poverty, seeing people killed. He saw his brother die right in front of him, and the law enforcement, I'm not blaming anybody, everybody's on edge. The law enforcement would not get any help for him because there are all these people around. It is just, what Mr. Williams has gone through is wrong for everyone. It's not just Mr. Williams.
What's up, Spawn?
But he's trying to get people out of poverty and out of that community. I have been with Mr. Williams, where we have gone
Y'all
to
hit that
speak
like
with
button.
children together, and he tells them, don't be a rapper. Be like Brian, be a lawyer, keep in school. He tells his children, get your education. His family, his whole being, Your Honor, is trying
Then
to
they got
break
2 of the
the
biggest
chains
guys,
of poverty
bruh.
for others, and he has
3 of the
spun
biggest
in the
guys are in
courtroom
jail right now.
false
Young
statements
Thug,
and allegations against Mr. Williams.
NBA Young
at every
Boy,
turn.
and now Lil
In
Durk.
addition to that,
Nothing
Your
much,
Honor,
just came home from a urn. That's what's up, bro. I just came home from a urn, got to go do another one.
the fact that Mr. Williams takes people to Miami. You would have heard evidence if we went forward. I put all these people on my witness list. Not
Right, but
one
either way,
person
the
on my
charge
witness
is
list
still on your record,
has
so the
been
next time you
interviewed
mess
by
up, it might
law
come
enforcement
down
or the
even harder.
prosecution. They have
Yeah, you know that big old slime nigga, he gonna mess up now.
They haven't interviewed all these people.
Y'all hit the like
The
button.
Sprinter van that you heard about, that was
Yeah,
already
that
booked
big ass
days
nigga right
before.
yonder, this
Going
dude
to
right
Miami,
here,
Florida,
in
Mr.
that brown
Williams
suit,
and Mr.
that boy right there,
Birdman
something
Williams,
serious.
They did a video shoot for a music video. If anybody would have gone further
Y'all read the chat.
with the expert for the state, they would have seen that Mr. Williams' cell phone does not contact any of the co-defendants that are named here in Miami, and Mr. Williams stays at a separate location than any of those persons. He would always take people who can't afford it on airplanes, on buses, on tours, to his concerts. He let everyone go because, Your Honor, they never left that area. He wanted to show people you have an opportunity. The world is big. Mr. Williams gave jobs to everybody who'd want to work. He'd give them jobs and security, and I'm not insulting them.
Somebody gonna
They
say,
really weren't their jobs.
leave
but they
Nikki
were
out of
under-
this.
They were
Y'all-
being mentored.
not
They were given
y'all, but
titles and
these
tried to
fucking
give them respect and opportunity.
commenters,
They did
bruh.
not wish to work.
These
Mr. Williams
commentators,
would
bruh,
not
these
allow them to
motherfuckers be
work
picking sides.
with
These
them.
folks don't know
This has
nan
all
one of
been
y'all,
turned
bruh.
on its head by the state. The fact that
For the people that just
state
came
has
in, the
put
13 people that sit
Mr.
here,
Williams'
don't pay
lyrics
attention to the title
are
of the live.
offensive.
I was doing
Mr.
a live
Williams
about
has
something else, and then
tens
breaking news
of
just happened,
thousands
so I
of
switched to
recordings. On
this.
our witness list, we
I'm
are
going to change
bringing
the
in
title
all
once
of
I
his
end this
people, his
live. I'm going to
reporter,
change the title to the Young
artists, his
Thug trial
engineers, his
once I end this
managers,
live.
his record label,
What's
and
up,
an
ATM
expert,
10? What's up,
the
bruh?
Dr.
If
Eric
you accept a
Nielsen
15-year plea,
to
your
talk
mind is
about
made
how Mr.
and
Williams
you ready
creates
to
his
change.
music.
Yeah, big old facts,
His
the best
music
player.
is then changed around.
Hit the
and
like button and
merged.
smash the
Mr.
subscribe
Williams
button for your boy
not
Pew.
most.
Appreciate
Some
that,
of
Spawn.
the lyrics you just heard are not even uttered by Mr. Williams.
Y'all hit that
The
like
state
button.
has
It's
no
11
idea
people
when
with
these
7 likes.
lyrics
Come
were
on
made.
now.
Some of them were made before the shooting of Donovan Thomas that the state is saying this applies to the Donovan Thomas killing with the Tahoe. They are so far afield of where we need to be when we are trying to, God forbid, take somebody's liberty, Your Honor. The state is talking about things like
ATM
F
Tim.
the
Hey,
judge, and I
ATM
read
Tim,
my
I got to
life
make
for
you a
real.
moderator,
That's
bro.
not even said by Mr. Williams.
And I'm
But they
finna
don't
make you a
care to
moderator,
find
bro,
out.
so I can know
They
this is
are on
always
a
you.
tunnel vision to try to convict a man who
There you
should
go.
not be convicted. The
You should pull
statement about
ATM code first. For
they never
what?
killed
Tiny
nobody,
Rolling
but I got
60
something to do with
wide.
that body.
What
If the state
ATM
just
to
bothered
ATM
talk
Tim
to
do?
anybody, that is a Nicki Minaj song with Jeffrey Williams. It is written by Nicki Minaj. That is on the text messages I gave.
Me and
not the
ATM
text
10, we
messages,
cool, bro.
Instagram.
That was some
or Twitter,
JT the
rather.
bigger figure
That
bullshit
is the
going
state.
on back in
That
the
is
day.
out.
He
Well
stopped making.
before the
Oh yeah,
state
Tim, I
doesn't
do
care.
gotta
This
pull your
about
coat, bro. You stopped making videos, bro.
15 or 16 or 17 or 18, I can't remember.
People actually like
Where
watching
Mr.
your
Williams
videos,
asked who
bro. You
wrote
stopped
anybody,
making them
and his
videos,
response is
bro.
anybody who's written by Nicki
ATM
Minaj,
back
and
on the
it
scene.
was.
That's what's
But
yeah.
it's really written.
There you go.
It's a takeoff of a
Yeah,
song
nah,
by
that my
Tupac.
boy though, bro.
There's
I
a
fuck
song
with
that
ATM
it
Tim.
parallels, which is
He a
an
family man. He
inspiration.
take care of his
But
kids,
here we
bro.
are with
I
the
don't
state.
care what happened with him
Also,
and
I
that
never
lady.
killed nobody,
He
but I
take
got
care of
something
his
to do with the
child.
body. The next line comes up is it's a truancy body. The state can't explain that, so they just conveniently leave it out. Your Honor, there were wiretaps on this case. Mr. Williams, it was going to come out, there was an application to wiretap his phone. The state never presented to a judge.
Yeah, ATM Tim, we gotta get our
The leader of the YSL
I need you to pick me
criminal
4 more
street gang,
teams, but
who's
this
been
time
involved
when you
from
pick the
2012
teams,
until his
I'ma
arrest,
study.
And even according to the
Last
state,
time,
sit here,
I'm not
they
playing
never
4
even tried
teams
to
on a
wiretap
ticket no
his
more.
phone. It might have been because they don't really know what his phone number is. So
I'm
all
gonna
these
put 3
communications being
teams,
told about
$20.
Rico Huey, I'm not so sure the state could have gotten
That'll bring me
to say that's Mr. Williams'
$200.
This is how the trial has gone for us. But we sit here.
I ain't trying to
for
put 4
almost 2
teams on there
years
no more.
since
4
we did
teams. The last
our
2
jury
weeks,
selection
I put
initiation
4
on January 4th,
teams.
2023.
I lost by 1 team
Mr.
blowing
Williams been
that
sitting
4
in the
pick.
jail since May
So
9th,
3 seems to be the number of teams I can pick.
This is 2.5 years.
Got it. Let's do a live NFL pick. Oh yeah, big facts. We'll do that.
And a verdict from the jury.
Who you got in
That's
that
why
game?
this
I ain't gonna be able to play no ticket
I'm telling
tonight.
the court, this, and the court
I waited
knows
too
when
late
you
to
came
go
out the
play the
first time,
ticket.
it's
Plus,
very hard for Mr. Williams.
I ain't
am not
really
supportive
watching no
of what we're
basketball
doing
right now.
I'm not against it. But I
To
told
put some
Mr.
basketball teams on there, but I'm gonna start doing a basketball
I told
ticket
Mr.
too.
Williams that I think we're winning the
4
trial,
team, don't get
and we should go to
scared.
verdict.
I mean, if I put a
But
4
he told
team,
me I can't wait.
I just
another
play 1
3
4
months if
team,
there is
and I ain't
any
gonna put no more than
possibility
$10
I
on
can
that
go
4
home
team.
because
That'll win you 100.
I have children.
But
that are
$20 with a 3 pick, that'll
I
win
have
you like
things to do,
180 plus your 20 back.
that he would like to tend
So
to.
that'll be
He eats out of a
$200.
bag, Your Honor. He eats.
Just made it home, Andre. That's what's up, Jay. This week is easy money. I need some fantasy football picks. Okay.
But it is
When
hard.
Thug get
It's
out,
only
rap
3
gonna
more
be
months.
probably really over.
It's
He gonna have to
enjoyable,
find a real
actually.
earn eventually. Yeah, what's up, boxing
It's not
class?
that enjoyable for
Yeah,
Mr.
I
Williams.
think
He
what
told
he'll
me
do
that's it.
when Thug get out of
Every day,
jail,
it's another
he'll
day
probably
in HE
will be a
blank blank.
he'll probably
Your
be
Honor,
like
the state is talking about
not a producer. He'll own his own company. He'll be like a Yo Gotti type dude. You know what I'm saying?
Not here, but the state put in
He'll have his own record label, which he got his own record
Mr.
label.
Williams in the
He probably won't rap
Mr.
no more, but
Williams
he'll sign people.
put out a call for murder. put $24 million murder for hire on a person's head.
And because he didn't snitch, he
is
gonna come home and people gonna love him.
Awful. If they would have read the chat, the Instagram chat, Mr. Williams, right above it, there's a picture of a very well-known.
He'll be in his late 40s or early 50s when he get out of jail.
In his forehead.
Yeah, when he get out of jail, he gonna be in his late 40s.
That's what Mr.
I'm hoping he get out of jail by 48, 49 years old.
The state of Georgia in this case.
I hope he get out before he turns 50 years old. That way he can at least still have like, you know what I'm saying? But if he get out in his 70s or 80s, hell, if he get out in his 60s, it's going to be different. But I could see him getting out 47, 48 years old. And, you know, he could, you know what I'm saying, still have some time to play around. Cause Snoop Dogg in his Snoop Dogg damn near probably pushing 60 years old and still make a rap album and he'll still make music.
Why did it take me to read the chats?
I jump back on when you do your pick 'em. I do those too. Okay, no doubt the best player. I have to get ready for my live. Love you, Q. Love you too, Miss Terry. Take it easy, Miss Lady. I'm gonna check your live out too. Georgia recommended a sentence of 45 years with 25 to be served in custody and 20 on probation. Thug's attorneys have yet to make their sentencing recommendation.
Mr. Williams met with people there. It targeted the
Young Thug going to be making songs from behind the wall. Yeah. Yeah, he gonna get a lot of love. People ain't gonna forget who Thug is.
And it comes out.
Hugh is the man. Spawn, what's up, G?
Mr. Williams' devices are not there. It's exculpatory. I don't get that information. I got that because I interviewed Lieutenant Crabtree, and the results can't be
Y'all subscribe to my Traveling Gypsy Terry's channel. And y'all check her lives out, man.
From Mr. Williams. It would have also
y'all also check out ATM Tim's International, man. This guy right here that been to Africa. He's traveled the world, bruh. Got real motion going on. Y'all check out the Best Player 2's channel. He does video game reactions and stuff like that. What's up, Pre-Nix? What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Or Mr. Copeland.
I appreciate that 8 for 8.
Garlington or whomever. The state of Georgia has misrepresented for 2 years in front of this jury. They have hidden evidence. They have violated Brady. They have falsely accused Mr. Williams.
Y'all, I gotta get ready to go to work, bruh. I am sorry we are not able to find the rest of this. I will go back live tonight to do an update on his sentencing. It's a different time now. Shit will change tremendously by the time Thug get out. Ain't nobody gonna be listening to that shit. He wasn't all that before he got locked up, honestly. Hey, boxing class, that's big facts, bro.
Mr. Kelvin Treadwell, also known as
that, my brother's big facts right there, boxing class. You're not lying, bro. I wasn't a big Young Thug fan myself. I just know that, you know, people liked him. And if he do 20 years, his fans, I don't know how we gonna be, I don't know, people in their 30s, when we get in our 50s, will we still be listening to rap music? Because I ain't gonna lie to you. I listen to rap, but it's old rap, like Tupac, Scarface, people like that. I don't really listen to this new generation type rap. I mean, I will, but back in the day, before I go to work or whatever, I always be listening to rap music. Now, in the morning on my way going to work, I don't want to listen to no damn rap. I don't be wanting to listen to no goddamn hip hop. That bullshit, man. Hell. Get ready to go fuck something or something like that. Yeah, we'll put in some rap music. I don't be want to listen to that shit. Hell no. I ain't with that rap shit. I like rap, but I don't have to listen to it. I can go without listening to rap. Like when I'm at work and I'm listening to my phone, with my earpiece in, I'm not listening to rap music. I'm listening to like a podcast or something, a talk show or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I can go without listening to rap, bro.
Just wrong
Like I say, it's good for like if you throwing a party or some shit like that. But as far as just sitting around the house listening to rap music all day, hell no. I listen to more talk shows and podcasting. I listen to more podcasting. That's why Superstar Fion, I was all like, he said, should I make another album? Hell no. First of all, your first music was trash as fuck, bruh. Nobody was listening to that shit. Your music sucks, bruh. Like, you weren't good in your 20s. You damn sure ain't good in your late 30s or 40s, however old he is. You trash, bruh. You super trash. Your beats ain't worth a fuck. You trash, bro. I'm sorry. You trash. Hell yeah, man. Your ass trash, bruh. And I ain't talking about you like that. I know you in here looking, but your shit suck, bruh. I'm just gonna tell you. Don't do that shit. Don't embarrass yourself more than what you embarrassing yourself now. I'm gonna say that again. Don't embarrass yourself more than what you embarrassing yourself now. That shit you got going now ain't worth a fuck, bruh. Playing homeless and shit, man. You stop doing that shit, bruh. That ain't cool. And then when somebody leave a suggestion for you to do, first thing you talking about is a goddamn. I seen somebody put Uber. See, that's what I was saying on this live that I was doing. All right, Miss Terry is live now. That's what I was trying to. This live video was a reaction to him telling a person in his chat. Somebody suggested, hey, when you drive around in your car all day, you pretend to be homeless. You should try DoorDash or Uber. And he just went off. If you rewind the live, okay, I've been on here an hour now. If you rewind the live to the beginning, I had a reaction to it. And then this Young Thug shit popped up. So we started doing this. So when I end this live, I'm going to change the title. But I am going to do a video of me reacting to him crashing out. He crashed out, bruh. That boy crashed out on somebody that suggested him do something that made sense. He was sentenced to a total of 25 years. Oh, with 9 years in custody, 9 years on probation, and 5 years suspended as part of the. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm glad they cleaning up the hip hop streets, man. Fuck these niggas. Destroying the legacy of rap. Big old facts, boxing class. Pre-Next said, please like, subscribe to Pulling Coats. Show some love. Appreciate that, Pre-Next. Let me pin that, man. Yeah, so that sound better. Because I was finna say, Young Thug sitting up there looking all happy and shit. Not happy, but looking like he ain't really. So he ain't gonna have to do that whole 9. He gonna do 6.5, 7 years. Okay, cool. When I be at work, I listen to jazz or rock. That's my workflow. But I jam old school rap and R&B when I'm chilling, barbecue or something. Yeah, big facts. I listen to some, every now and then, I put in some Tupac. I listen to some Scarface. Shit like that. But I work out to any, yeah, like if I'm about to go do something where it's causing me to have to pump myself up, I put in some rap. But, you know, it's not mandatory. So let me pin what you just put on. All right. So 25 years was time to be in custody, time to be. Oh, that's why all them other guys took plea deals. Yeah, so Thug got 9 years, y'all. That's what's up, Thug. That's what a good lawyer do. See, Gunna would have been out. Gunna would have did like a year or two, and he would have been out. So that's better. Young Thug will be out of jail when he's 40 years old. I feel a little bit better about that. What's the plans for Thanksgiving, Pew? Shit, man. It ain't Thanksgiving I'm waiting on. I get a bonus after Thanksgiving. That's what I'm waiting on.
Says that Mr. Williams had a
I don't have no family to be celebrating no holidays, so I don't even care about no holidays. I don't celebrate holidays, brother. I celebrate my holidays with y'all on live. I might go live on Thanksgiving and shoot the shit with y'all. Making some tea so I can sip some tea real quick for work. Yeah, we're gonna put two tea bags in, make it strong. I supposed to been taking a nap. Y'all boys got on here, man, and yeah. Hell yeah. Y'all hit me with the flim flam. Yeah, but once my grandmother died, I don't celebrate no holidays. Plus the time of the year she died. She died the day after Christmas. And my mama been dead. And my daddy is dead to me. My brothers and sisters, we got different dads. So we all scattered over the United States. Wherever our people is at. You know, it's just like that, man. Like today's a holiday. I forgot. What's today? Halloween? Just another day. Another fucking day. Another day. I think that's still a negotiation. He need to take that. No one knows what he got here. Oh, okay, my bad, Pew. I got that wrong. That was someone else. I'll be back when you... Yeah. Because I'm about to say, that's what... one guy got 7 years with 9 on probation. One guy got 9 years with... I forgot how much probation he got. Thug might get 15 years, bruh. With maybe so much to serve. I don't see Thug doing no 15, 20 years. Let's just hope this man get like 10 years or some shit. Because I'd hate to see a nigga locked up, man. I don't like seeing guys locked up. Yeah, I don't like seeing niggas locked up, bro. Nah. Damn, and I gotta charge this phone up.
By saying, I would have killed you except for what you do. That is the context.
He told that boy, he told YFN Lucci, he said that I would have killed him if I didn't appreciate what he did for his parent, his mama. I said, God damn.
Receiving awards in California, sitting right next to each other and taking photographs. This is not.
That boy said, I'd have had you killed if I didn't appreciate what you did for your mom.
If he did something, somebody wanted him, they can find him. This is not, he's not hanging out on Cleveland Avenue.
He's not hanging out on Cleveland
The
Avenue.
state is saying are not true. The situation with Mr. Bennett. So he's in the Fulton County Jail, and he's housed, and there are crazy, sick, violent people, and they're on the phone, and Mr. Myrick, M-Y-R-I-C, is calling other people, supposed co-conspirators. How much will Jeffrey Williams give? He doesn't say that, but that's the theme of it, as well as Christian Eppinger. What the state doesn't tell you is that when Mr. Sumlin is asked, hey, find out how much Thug will pay me to kill Mr. YFN Lucci, Mr. Sumlin says, I don't know his number. I can't get in touch with him. He doesn't talk to me. And that's because, Your Honor, since 2015, and he means no insult, but Jeffrey Williams has had zero contact with Shannon Stillwell until this case, Kenneth Copeland, Demikian Garlington, Justin Cobb,
That's crazy.
Miles McMullen, Mr. Sledge, Mr. Murphy,
Hey, Pew, my people passed away around the holidays too, man. We gotta stop saying we ain't got family after we lose our elders. As long as you a dad, you got yeah, facts. Big facts, boxing class. We will know once this lawyer stop talking. Right, I'm waiting on this nigga to shut his mouth now.
There are
Hold on, let me
conversations with Mr.
switch
Copeland.
the speaker off of this one to this other.
And they both say how Jeffrey Williams is a zero, an F him. And they can't,
Yeah,
they don't
you
talk
right.
to him, and Jeffrey Williams never does anything for them. Mr. Huey, Mr. Williams.
It ain't
met
fun no
later.
more.
He
The
met him
holidays,
closer
man.
in the time of 2020. Mr.
We all gonna
Huey's
lose our
father
people though one day. So
went through a horrible episode.
enjoy them while you got them.
And that's how Mr. Williams knew his son, who's Mr. Huey. And Mr. Huey's on hard times. And Mr. Huey's making mistakes. And Mr. Huey supposedly,
Y'all gonna lose.
Mr. Williams believes, armed robbed a man named Chandler Durham, Durham. Mr. Durham is Mr. Williams. He's a fabulous record engineer. And Mr. Williams states, give him back, tell him to give back the property or he's going to die.
Once this damn lawyer stops speaking, we gonna know what this boy done got.
The property doesn't get returned. Mr. Huey ignores Mr. Williams. The state told you today that Jeffrey Williams sent Mr. Huey a posting that Mr. YFN Lucci is going to be performing on January 19, 2020. That's not true. Mr. Huey sent that to whoever phone that was. And all it says is slatty. Well, I went out to the places that Mr. Bennett was supposed to perform. There's no shooting. There was no fight. There was nothing to report. There's nothing here. In addition, the state said the same thing on September 2nd, 2022 on Mr. Huey's phone. I'm not conceding that was Jeffrey Williams even having a conversation with him, but even if it was,
I want
it
y'all to
doesn't
see
show
it
anything.
while
It
I
says
put my clothes on.
slatty, lay low. Lay low means don't do anything. Get out of the way. That is what it is. That is Mr. Williams' role. Mr. Williams, there is evidence in the record, and there would have been more. He takes people on tour with him. He takes people in the mall with him. But when they do crime or do things to
He also calls people
for
peasants.
instance,
Remember, he made that girl try to fight.
and
Damn.
several people
He made that girl quit her job, bruh.
And the prosecutor
He made that lady quit her job. I give you $10,000 if you walk out your job right now. And the girl walked out her job. And then he was in the mall one day and he was calling people peasants and stuff. I ain't with all that. A motherfucker got millions of dollars and they think they could just go around and talk crazy to people.
From stores that Mr. Williams found about. He went to the stores and he repaid all that. He didn't steal anything. He doesn't need to steal anything. Your Honor, Mr. Williams stands with Elton John. Elton John called Mr. Williams the next coming of John Lennon. Mr. Williams is unbelievable talent. He's not just a rap artist. In fact, when he's interviewed in 2017, he gives a statement and he says, I had to learn rap. He grew up in a house learning other forms of music. He likes all music. But rap hit his community. And his community raised him. They supported him. They came out. They made him get into establishments. And once the establishments saw all the people come out, he got more establishments. Then he went out of that little area in Atlanta to other parts of Georgia and then to all the neighboring states and throughout our country. Every country he's performed in front of being the headliner. 300,000 people at one time. He has a real life and career. He is not the leader. And he is not worried about buying jewelry that is stolen. Mr. Williams is actually innocent. I'm not trying to corrupt our plea. That's his plea. And he's entitled to it and he wants it. And he embraces it. But to me, this is a wrongful prosecution. This is outrageous.
So, you're pleading guilty, or your client is pleading guilty to counts 57 through 62.
It's all true.
Do you
Yes, there's a
concede
factual
there's a
basis.
factual basis
I
for
can
this
see.
case?
Yes, I can see that.
Okay. sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's fine. And Your Honor, I'll answer any of your questions, but the point I'm trying to make is 45 years to serve 25 years in prison. And just this morning, it was a probationary offer. It was a probationary offer. The state knows, but they want to control. They have this theory of music, and they want to stop Mr. Williams from making music, from entertaining, just stop his life. That's just not right. And it's wrong of the district attorney in Fulton County to do that. If they offer probation, then he's not a 45 to serve 25 years in custody type of person, and he's certainly not the person that the state has stated in front of the court. What we're asking, Your Honor, on count one, which is the Rico count, to accept the nolo contendere plea. Please sentence Mr. Williams to 20 years to serve 5 years in prison commuted to time served. Mr. Williams has served, as I said, 22 and a half years. On count 56, Your Honor, that's the leadership of a gang, nolo plea, 20 years to serve 5 years commuted to time served, consecutive to all other counts. On count 57, which is a gang count, Your Honor, not a leader, guilty plea, 20 years to serve 5 years commuted to time served, concurrent with count one. With regard to count 58, which is possession of, I believe it is marijuana with intent to distribute, 10-year sentence on probation, concurrent with count one. On count 59, which is violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act, possession of codeine with intent to distribute, 5 years on probation, concurrent with count one. On count 59, Your Honor, which is violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act, possession of cocaine, 3 years on probation, concurrent with count one. Count 61, 5 years of probation, the firearm count, consecutive to the other counts, consecutive to before count 56. And then count 62, 10 years to serve commuted to time served. That should be a total sentence, Your Honor, that we are respectfully requesting the court to consider. I believe it's 45 years to serve 5 years in prison, commuted to time served, 40 years on probation, credit for the time already served and community time served. As I said, after 3 years of probation, the probation becomes non-reporting, and after successful completion of 10 years on probation, the balance of the sentence be terminated. Mr. Williams asked the court for house arrest for 3 years as part of the sentence, but house arrest specifically defined Mr. Williams will be in his home or at any lawful employment, touring, studio, performance, business meetings, and the like. Wear an ankle monitor for the first year and pay the costs of same, and the company must be approved by probation department, and the ankle monitor to be affixed within 10 days of hopeful release from custody. Mr. Williams cannot possess a firearm, but he can be around licensed security who are
Yeah, thug ass. Thug ass, dude. Bro, y'all hold on 1 second. I gotta make a phone call, bro.
That would be knowingly for Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams can transfer probation outside the state of Georgia.
Hold on, y'all. Appreciate that, Reggie Reg.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
This is in the state of California. He has studios in the state of California. Mr. Williams, be allowed allowed to travel throughout our country and the world for lawful work-related industries. Mr. Williams wants to perform. He's going to do this anyway, Your Honor, but we made it part of the sentence. At least.
Hold on, y'all. Hey, Miss Debbie, I forgot about that pediatric thing. Oh, somebody gonna help her? Yeah. What's today? Yeah.
Thursday, she's got a call in there.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, cool. All right.
I think he's probably gonna take you on the children and do eye clinic by himself, is what he said.
Oh, okay. Well, that
Doesn't matter, whatever he wants to do, but I'm helping him.
he said he did it yesterday by himself, so I guess he's just helping me out. He said he did something by himself yesterday.
He did. Yeah, he did. What did he do? He did do something. I can't remember. Look, and I told you Tiffany's coming later to do her part, right?
I don't want to work with her, so I was gonna let her finish her. With.
No, you're not gonna work, you're just gonna do your job.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She said, all she said to me was, she didn't say when, she said, I'm coming to do my part, my job, that's what she said. So,
Yeah, she messed me and Charlotte's situation up.
well, that doesn't mess anything up, you go over there and do your trash.
No, I know. I'm saying that was the day before yesterday, when how me and Charlotte worked it last week. When she called off, that's when Charlotte run the trash when she wiped. Tiffany goes in there and gets in Charlotte's head, and then it was crazy.
She's not gonna do anything the way,
I know. We. But the thing is, everybody recognized this, so we all just kind of let her do her thing. But like I said, yeah, I was just,
I don't control people, nobody acts right, like anyway.
yeah, man. But me and Charlotte, so I'm gonna run the trash then and vacuum the floor, and that'll give you time to do your thing in family. Then I'll just walk across the street over there and do that. And yeah.
You would bring that vacuum cleaner, so we vacuum the family.
Okay. Okay.
All right, thanks.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
Concert each year at a venue.
Sorry about that, y'all.
If they'll have him holding 10,000.
Hold on, man. Let me call this dude, bruh.
If that is workable for the
Let me
venue.
call my ride real quick.
Mr. Williams' management, and he's going to donate all of the.
Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Doug is talking? Damn. Hey, Mr. Mike, how you doing, bro? Yeah, okay. I'll be ready about 5:30, man. You said you was gonna do the eye clinic, and I was gonna go to Children's and Family.
Yeah, she told me to take you to children first, and then you can do family.
Okay.
She wanted me to she wanted us both to go to surgery, and I said, no, I got it, so you can get started with children, so.
Okay.
Be there in a few minutes,
All right.
get you going.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Doug is talking? Man, I'm tripping.
Charity. Mr. Williams wants to pledge 100,000.
What Doug say, bruh?
For the next 3 years.
Hey, y'all. Damn, man. Hold on.
The sheriff's office, if they will hold an illegal firearm buyback, to buy back firearms that are not supposed to be on our streets. Mr. Williams does not wish to go near the Cleveland Avenue Air Management, and he is going to donate all of the
I gotta.
firearm already served and community time served in 3 years with intent to distribute. 56, Your Honor.
Damn, bro, he was talking. What was he saying? Some crazy shit? Hold on, y'all.
20 years to serve 5 years, commuted to time served, consecutive to all of the counts. Count 57, which is a gang count, Your Honor, not a leader, guilty plea, 20 years to serve 5 years, commuted to time served, concurrent with count 1. With regard to count 58, which is possession of
Cause Mike already know, Debbie. Why the hell you gonna have this boy do all that shit?
marijuana with intent to distribute, 10-year sentence on probation, concurrent with count 1. On count 59, which is violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act, possession of codeine with intent to distribute, 5 years on probation, concurrent with count 1. On count 59, Your Honor, which is violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act, possession of cocaine, 3 years on probation, concurrent with count 1. Count 61, 5 years of probation, it's a firearm count, consecutive to the other counts, consecutive to before count 56. And then count 62, 10 years to serve, commuted to time served. That should be a total sentence, Your Honor, that we are respectfully requesting the court to consider. I believe it's 45 years to serve 5 years in prison, commuted to time served, 40 years on probation, credit for the time already served and community time served. As I said, after 3 years of probation, the probation becomes non-reporting, and after successful completion of 10 years on probation, the balance of the sentence be terminated. Mr. Williams asked the court for house arrest for 3 years as part of the sentence, but house arrest specifically defined that Mr. Williams will be in his home or at any lawful employment, touring, studio, performance, business meetings, and the like. Wear an ankle monitor for the first year and pay the costs of same, and the company must be approved by probation department, and the ankle monitor to be affixed within 10 days of hopeful release from custody. Mr. Williams cannot possess a firearm, but he can be around licensed security who are armed or other persons who are lawfully carrying a firearm with a license. That would be knowingly for Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams can transfer probation outside the state of Georgia. He has residences in the state of California. He has studios in the state of California. Mr. Williams will be allowed to travel throughout our country and the world for lawful work-related industries. Mr. Williams wants to perform. He's going to do this anyway, Your Honor, but we made it part of the sentence. At least one concert each year at a venue, if they'll have him holding 10,000 people, if that is workable for the venue, and Mr. Williams' management, and he's going to donate all of the profits that he makes to a 501c3 charity. Mr. Williams wants to pledge $100,000 for the next 3 years to the Fulton County Sheriff's Office if they will hold an illegal firearm buyback, to buy back firearms that are not supposed to be on our streets. Mr. Williams does not wish to go near the Cleveland Avenue area, not to insult that area at all, but it is just not a good idea under this circumstance. And he can drive on the highway, but otherwise not come within 1 mile of the area that we call Cleveland Avenue, and we can give the exact dimensions of that area. Mr. Williams must perform 100 hours of community service per year for the next 3 years as designated by probation department. Mr. Williams can associate, and this was agreed to previously, with people who are convicted felon or alleged gang members solely for lawful purpose of making music.
I see Ms. Love shaking her head, and I think it's fair to establish that until the entirety of the negotiations were agreed to, it was all up in the air.
Sure.
That may have been something y'all had already hammered out, but it wasn't, it's not anything they're bound to.
Absolutely.
Fair, okay.
I agree with that. Mr. Williams can have no contact with any of the supposed victims, and there was an Exhibit A attached to the state's proposed plea agreement, negotiated plea agreement that was sent to you, so we adopt that Exhibit A, but we can give it to the court if you need those names. And Mr. Williams had no contact with any of the co-defendants in this indictment, with the exception of Mr. Quantavious Greer, that is his biological brother, as well as Mr. Sergio Kitchens. He's a phenomenal artist. He goes performer known as Gunna, Gunna. Mr. Williams and Mr. Kitchens are contractually obligated, and they frequently perform music together. Your Honor, any other conditions that the Honorable Court deems appropriate? I want to thank the court for all of your time. Always, I want to thank Ms. Persefield for everything she has done. I want to thank Mr. Williams for allowing me to stand with him. I really never thought we would be here, but this is his decision. I want to thank the Honorable Keith Adams, who may want to speak, Your Honor, but I can never imagine a better lawyer than Keith Adams.
Mr. Adams, do you want to add anything to the record?
Your Honor, I don't know that there's really much, and Mr. Steele has represented to the court, I think fully and thoroughly, the breadth of our knowledge of the case, Mr. Williams' background. I think the court has not just heard it from Mr. Steele, but has had the opportunity to sit here and hear some of the evidence and kind of get a feel. You've had a chance also to observe Mr. Williams and then get a feel for him, his background, and so forth. You know, the only thing I can say about Mr. Williams that hasn't been said is that he comes from an area. You might have heard throughout the course of the trial that there was an album, a concert tour. We came from nothing, and that is true. Mr. Williams came from, you know, I hate to use the word abject poverty, but that really is the case. Came from an area where there was a significant amount of crime. Where, as you've heard, he's had tragedy in his life and has observed tragedy in his life, and he has gone through a good bit. He has been involved in a lot, but he has raised himself up. He has done the best he could and has done phenomenally well, and is, I think, an inspiration to a lot of people from that community who look to him and see the success that he has gained and have been fully supportive of him. But he finds himself here. He is in front of you. He is tendering this plea because he accepts responsibility. You've heard everything Mr. Steele has had to say, and I can only ask that you follow what we have put before you. You also have, I believe, the paperwork that was given to you by the state, which kind of gives you some idea of what they will.
I think Doug is coming home with probation.
Mr. Williams, if we were to ever reach some sort of agreement, and we ask that if you feel that there's anything within the state's proposal that might
They need to hurry up with this shit.
for Mr. Williams, that the court please feel free to do that. There's nothing that he put himself.
Look, y'all.
And I think 2.5 years sitting, going through this process.
I love y'all. I'm gonna check y'all out tonight when I get off of work. I gotta go to work, bruh.
Consider everything and sentence him appropriately.